Hey everybody, welcome back to another Stoneface Reactions. I'm Griffin, that's Theta, and we're here to watch some Gundam 00. Theta, we got any comments to go over from last time?
Oh, why don't you tell us about what happened last time, and then I'll get back to you on that.
I slacken, Theta. Well,
I
last
am.
time was Blade of Reformation. The three superpowers agreed to form a combined military force under UN command to eliminate Celestial Being. The 30 GN drives found in Antarctica are installed in new GNX mobile suits, with each of the superpowers getting 10 apiece. Meanwhile, Kanu encounters Ali Al-Salchez, who kills her for digging too deep about his involvement with the Gundams. Wang Lu Mei throws her support behind the Trinity siblings, and Sumeragi tells Ian to retrieve the GN arms. The Thrones attack the HRL military installation, but are forced to retreat when they are overwhelmed by the HRL's new GNX squadron. In the meanwhile, Alejandro reveals his plan to overthrow Celestial Being, with Veda being his main obstacle. Landing in a secret facility on the moon, he and Ribbons gain access to the room containing Veda's main supercomputer core.
Yeah, two people whose names I wasn't aware of until just now because I'd not given them much attention.
Yep, Alejandro and Ribbons. And honestly, I gotta say, this description of the episode really turns into a bunch of soup. Alright, we
Hold
got
on.
GN Arms, GNX, HRL, and yeah, just swim some of the alphabet soup together.
Okay, I was about to say, I thought his last name was Connor. It turns out his last name is Corner.
Alright, so at least with the idea of what happened last time out of the way, let's check out those comments. We have Zero Requiem. The Gund bit, GN Fangs, were not the first. Universal Century already had MS using such weapons, e.g. Elmet's bits 0079, Psycho M Mark II's reflector bits Z/ZZ, most of them using funnels, Hubli, Quinmantha, Sazabi, Cassatria, and variations of funnels, New and Moon Gundams.
Well, I guess if you remember Gundam Evolution, when you
Mm-hmm.
played Sazabi, you know, the ultimate, right, with things flying around.
Right. So the idea of like having like detachable automatic drones next to your Gundam has been around for a while. I mean, that's good.
Right,
I
right,
still
but
like seeing them here, and of course in The Witcher Mercury.
as I say, all the series listed here are not ones we've watched on the channel, so
Not yet, but go ahead and tell us to watch them. We'll get around to it
not the
eventually.
first, but the first for us.
hmm Next up is our favorite or recurring commenter, Long Hey Long, who says, the old dude, Ian, is one of the few experts on GN drives. He kinda just poked around the throne unit to see where and how the GN drive was made. Head of engineer of GN-related tech, and the guy that coordinates CB was the other secret team, first. Next episode is fun, though. Almost time to explain the GN Drive Tau, red version. Oh boy, we're about to figure out how deadly they are to the user. Or
Yeah,
something.
Ian was the old guy we saw on that island before, and then he showed back up in two episodes now. I think on shoot, whatever our main character's ship is called.
I keep forgetting exactly what the ship is called. Dang it. I keep forgetting every time.
But he's the only old guy, so I mean, he's the only old guy on the main characters.
Yeah, everyone else is young, pretty, and under 30. So. So let's talk about this episode. So they're about to, they're on the moon. Ribbon and Alejandro are about to turn off Veda or do something to it.
Wait, wait,
This is
wait.
like
What name did you say?
Ribbon and Alejandro.
Do we have two characters with very similar names? Don't we have an Alejandro in the good guys team?
I don't think so. We have an Alleluia.
Yeah, maybe that's what I'm thinking. Alright, never
Yeah,
mind. Continue.
that's okay. We're clearly at like some sort of bizarro turning point for the series here, right? We're not smack dab in the middle of a season. We're towards the end of it. But right here, right now, we have 30 more Gundams on the table than we started with, and the primary thing that has been giving the main characters their advantage is about to be taken over or destroyed. I have no idea what they're going to do with it.
Right. Well, I mean, it's been a real weird journey, right? I hate these guys. I support the world's authority to do with it as it will. I don't like the terrorism, the anti-war terrorism. Uh, and then Throne came around, and it's like, cool. These guys, they seem like the fun versions of the main characters I don't like. And then they kill Luis's family, and they destroy her arm, and it's like I've been like joking about Luis and Saji this whole time, like the pizza boy thing that was going on earlier, and
we made the connection to them,
thing.
and then Throne came and killed them.
Well, no, Throne came and killed their family, Luis's family, after a couple of episodes of showing how attached and sad she was that her mother left, despite them trying so hard to get along with her when she was there. So now she's dead. Luis is sad, or Luis is PTSD, I think. I have no idea what she's going through, because now she's missing her right hand, and she's given Saji. She's like, I'm just going to hold you back from your dreams, because that's when we got the flashback. You might remember, because you were laughing through the whole thing. But
no, I remember.
We got the flashback to like episode 1, when they're standing outside of the spaceport, on the outside in their spacesuits, like locked in with a cord behind them, staring down at the Earth. And so yeah, Saji is just walking away. However, now his sister is dead because, as you mentioned, Sasha's just killed her last episode. So
yeah,
Saji
the pure villain moment of I'm gonna explain everything to you along the drive, and then I'm gonna dump you in alleyway. It's like, wow, okay, yeah, that is the biggest villain moment as we can get.
Well, yeah, because she was a gut shot.
Mm-hmm.
And last time we see her is her reaching for her brother's picture. So, Saji, I don't know what Saji's gonna do. I want him to get comeuppance, and the only thing I can think of is that he lives next door to Setsuma.
Oh yeah, no, they're totally gonna have a hard talk about just like, why does war have to kill people or something?
Well, they've had talks before. You
yeah,
know,
exactly.
Setsuma was there, is like, why are you here? I don't want to talk to you, sort of thing. But, yeah, I mean, I still don't like Setsuma or the main character cast, basically at all. The only thing I want them to do is to kill Thrones. So yeah, I mean, I'm in a weird place. I'm in a weird place because Sanchez is an asshole and I want him to die, right? And he's got a connection to Setsuma, and then Setsuma is like, yeah, I also killed your family. Shit, who was that last episode?
Last episode? I don't even remember. That wasn't even in the background there.
Yeah, no,
he
the
just went to Antarctica.
Then at the very end of last episode, we had the reveal that Setsuma, while working under, I'm probably saying his name wrong this entire time, by the way. Setsuma, which is the right one?
I think Setsuma.
Anyway, Setsuma, when he was working for Sanchez, I'm just getting rid of all the Al's, by the way, because it's just easier for me. Al Sanchez killed one of the other one's families. Brother sister thing. Which one was it?
I don't know. I'm being driven in circles now.
Driven in circles from what?
Oh, there's so many characters to keep track of. That's why.
Yeah, unfortunately, I did not put him in my quick reference sheet here, so I can remember characters. I think I've shown it before, where I just took a picture of each one and put a name, so I could remember them easy on quick reference.
Yeah.
No, very end of last episode, there was a whole thing. This guy killed my family, this or that, and I've been looking for them, and one of them says, oh, that's funny, because that's his real name. And they were like, did you? And he's like, yes, I did. Do with me what you will. And he points a gun at him. They didn't shoot him, though. He didn't do anything.
I'm sorry, is that actually a Gundam Wing episode? Hold up a second. I remember that from a different series now.
No, that happened in this one.
Uh,
That
that has been blotted from my brain since last
our
week.
main character killed a family member of one of the other uh, Gundam Meisters, and that Gundam Meister is in this for revenge.
Oh, yeah, that's right. The two of them were on the island having the discussions like, look, I know I probably did that at some point in the past, but look, we're both here on the same path at this point. Kill me if you want, but I'm gonna keep fighting with you and if you let me live.
Right,
And then they do.
right. That was the 5 minute conversation just to recognize that you remember that that happened. Anyway, my point being is that I don't like the main characters, but right now they're the only vehicle I have to get revenge about on the characters I don't like even more than them.
Right. So we got your position. So let me pitch you like a hypothetical fan work here, right? Luis gets a cybernetic arm and then a Gundam. And then goes out to get revenge herself.
That's not gonna happen.
With peace and love.
No, that would be dumb. That
No, it'd be great.
completely erases the emotional narrative happening between Luis and Saji right now.
Having seen the horrors of war, she can get peace and love to everyone with her Gundam and its giant laser.
The thing that I keep referencing that I want Saji to get like comeuppance. Yeah, I know it's an unrealistic expectation. I hope that Saji somehow becomes a Gundam pilot or something like that because he is a school student. He is a student at a school, some might say.
At best, probably some engineering knowledge in there. Probably no flight school knowledge. Hey, weren't we watching a series entirely about going to school to learn about how to pilot a Gundam?
She was a second year student when she got to the school and was already piloting her Gundam. Well, we saw it in the prologue since she was like
but the
5.
school exists to teach you, and people have at least an expectation that, like, yeah, it'll take you more than like a week to figure out how to pilot a machine.
He's talking about Gundam, which from Mercury, by the way,
Yeah,
in case you weren't taking the reference. No, what I'm trying to say is that it's highly unlikely that Saji himself is going to enact any vengeance. However, he does have aspirations towards space-based job or career path that we don't know exactly what it is. It's entirely possible he is training to learn how to pilot. We don't know. For all we know, he could be a space engineer. We don't know what his plans are. So the more likely scenario is that, as we said before, he's going to talk to somebody, and then we're going to see vengeance enacted via them, or vengeance is just enacted without him because the world does not revolve. World doesn't revolve around him, and that's what their story has been basically presenting: is that stuff is happening to us without our ability to interact back. We are helpless in this wartime scenario, and that vengeance will be enacted by those who are participating without knowledge of the horrors that have happened around them.
Yep. So space is a place, and war never changes. So, I think on that note, let's go ahead and watch. But before we do, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and comment down below to feed that algorithm. Top of all that, if you want to watch more shows like this, unfiltered, uncensored, and uncut, as well as some early access stuff, you can check it out over on the Patreon. Just $5 a month, but no pressure. It's all support channel, just a little bit extra.
生体データ照合の結果、絹江クロスロードさんであると。ご確認。
Saji's sister, we're literally starting with her.
Hey, here it is.
姉さん。どうしてどうして姉さん
Hey, last episode started with him getting a flashback of the bad shit And just to continue the story of bad shit, we had to start with a flashback. Sorry, not a flashback. We had to start with just confirming that, yes, some people do survive getting gut shot, but not this one.
Is this like the third episode in a row where we literally just start with him?
No. I don't
Okay.
think 3 episodes ago we started with him. No, like 3 episodes ago we had figured out that the bad thing happened. 2 episodes ago we got the flashback starting the episode of the bad thing. And now here we are again.
Yeah, the show is definitely using him as much as possible as like the emotional focal point, which, to be fair, they got some gold here. They need to keep doing it. But I think like you were saying, like during our intro, it's like we want to see some resolution for him here. Whether or not that means he gets into the Gundam.
Well, we want to see resolution for him, but like I said, it's probably going to be done on his, not even on his behalf, just inconsequentially done, right?
I'm trying to imagine like what a story would be, literally just focusing on him. If we like just cut every scene of his together. Moon.
I imagine it's any vengeance Sanji would get would be equivalent to the vengeance that Setsuma's other child soldiers would get after their death. Inconsequential. They said his last name is Corner.
They've cornered Celestial Being.
できればこちら側のデータはブロックしてます。フェルト、ダウンロード終了。映像出ます。
この機体は
やはり疑似太陽炉搭載型。
戦いが広がっていく。ガンダム。
Go figure you'd get into a war with an arms race.
ラグナとの連絡はまだ取れねえのかよ。ねえよ国連の新型といい、一体何がどうなってやがる。
ヨハンにどうすんの私ら。
Alright, they're not gonna have any contact with Veda or anyone giving them orders, so they're just gonna kinda go out and do something crazy.
現在レベル5をクリア。レベル6の掌握作業に入りました。そうか。退屈しのぎにこのような情報はいかがでしょう。
Man, spacesuit technology has gotten weird in the future.
はジンクスの配置を終えたか。ということは、彼の役目もここまでか。
よう、あんたフラッグファイターだろ。誰だ。この俺を知らないとはモグリだな。英雄のエースパトリック・コーラサワー様だ。コーラサワー？あ、うん。ああ、一番最初にガンダムに介入され。
I mean, I guess technically the Earth has never been more united than right now.
それより。
Yeah, true. I guess mission accomplished, right?
陛下上級隊は本作戦には参加しない。え、どういうことだ？あ、そうかい。
Well, Graham refuses to pilot one of those.
何を？隊長を苦労するな。暴力反対。そこまでだ。
I don't believe in violence, says the ace pilot in the military.
AEU のカティマネキン大佐だ。本作戦の指揮を任された。よろしく頼む、順位。
はっ、全力を尽くします。
戦果を期待する。パトリック、来い。
あ、待ってください、大佐。
And they're in a relationship now too.
Oh yeah, that's right. They did the whole flowers thing last time too.
隊長に合わせる顔もなくなる。
I
Let's see. We got an HRL group that we're focused on, and we got the flags for the US. Do we have like a focus group for the third country here?
The third country?
I can't remember what they're called. It's not the European Union or whatever, but something.
Well, you just literally saw them a second ago.
No, that's the second one I mentioned. What's the third one?
No, I'm saying they were both in the scene together. Literally, the only people that weren't in that scene was the HRL. So,
Oh, okay. I think my circuits are getting crossed.
who do you think you saw in that scene?
Another U.S. Marshal kind of guy or girl, I guess.
What group
No,
are they
AEL. AEL is the third one.
in? Nope, you're still wrong. You had two of the right letters, though. You have the third letter wrong.
American Earth League. What else could it be?
That's my favorite football team.
しかしレーダなくして動画的に対抗することなどできるのか
Yeah, does anyone have any skill on the team, or have you all just been rocking super weapons so long that you just don't worry about it?
俺らにはガンダムとミス・スメラギの戦術予報がある。
あなたは知らないようですね。彼女が過去に犯した罪を。
知ってるさ。誰だってミスはする。
Weird time to bring up some crimes.
そいつがとてつもなくでかかった。が、ミス・スメラギはその過去を払拭するために戦うことを選んだ。折れそうな心を酒で薄めながらな。
I don't remember what her crime was to you.
I don't remember either offhand.
I know that she's passing information back and forth between the Union, I believe. I can't remember who's the person in the bar she was talking to.
Right, I figured that was she's giving information to them and getting information back kind of deal. It's like she's just doing spy work.
Right, I'm just saying I don't know what her crime is. Sorry, I was trying to pay attention. It's like they were about to exposition at us, so I wanted to get...
It was the world's shortest phone call.
その言葉は刹那 F 精鋭に言った方がいい。
まあ、そりゃそうだ。
But I mean, that's the guy from the IRA, so who is he gonna... Right? What's he gonna say? Welcome to Mars. Sorry, no, I meant the Middle East.
That's right, he shot all those buildings.
I mean, I think we've already said the prerequisite for being a Gundam Meister seems to be PTSD. And he has to be asleep, because we already saw he was on the ship.
Right. Like, this already feels like a flashback. I don't think he went all the way back to Earth, picked up a gun, and dressed like he used to, all to reminisce.
What do you mean he used to? He was dressed like that on the ship.
Okay, I guess he still owns that outfit.
マリナ。
だからね、もう戦わなくていいのよ。いいのよ、ソラ。
Does he have our Zex Marquis background for the show? That he was actually, despite being a child soldier, he was actually comes from like a royal family?
I'm getting that vibe off of that one dream.
いや、それよりもやめたいのか。やめたがっているのか。俺は。
If you're already that deep, you're just already on the path to quit, man.
Well,
You
no,
can
if he
change career
quits, the
anytime.
other guy will shoot him in the head, so it doesn't matter.
勝負ジンクス部隊ソレスタルビーイングの施設に対して攻撃を開始する。
Celestial Being Facility. Oh, right, they're in Morocco again. So they're going after the thrones.
読まれていたのか。
ハイメが使 使って一機だけかよ。
我々を裏切った。いや、最初から葬り去るつもりだったのか。ラグナ・ハーベイ。
Oh, right, the guy who controls trains.
Oh, yep, yeah. He who controls the logistics controls the world.
Well, I mean, it would make sense if this was like Gundam meets Atlas Shrugged. At best.
ご苦労様。二人ともありがとね。
Given the music, I was about to think, like, wait a second, have they just been assassinated?
敵襲。ここまでいいセンサーに反応しないとなると。スメラギさん、何が？二人ともノーマルスーツに着替えて。
An attack! Both of you, go change!
I mean, they're not in spacesuits right now, so if something terrible happens, depressurization is not fun.
You know what else isn't fun? Getting just hurled off into space to die slowly of asphyxiation, or possible freezing to death. Or I guess, falling into Earth's atmosphere in only a spacesuit. I mean, we are in the back half of the first season, so...
油断すんなよ。了解。了解。了解。
Now you gotta be thinking, like, what if a season just ends with one person spiraling out into space, unrescuable? And it's like, alright, season end. Come back next season. Yup, still spinning.
My フリーのジャーナリストでした。
報道屋でクロスロード氏の名前を知らない奴はいないよ。お姉さんが我が社に入ったのはやはり親父さんの影響が。
父が取材相手の企業に濡れ衣を着せられ投獄されたことは
知っている。
面会に行った時、父は姉さんによくこう言っていたそうです。事実を求めつなぎ合わせればそこに真実があると。
そうか。
The most basic investigative advice possible, unfortunately.
So it's a sad scene, but the moment he said he often said to me this, Detective Conan went in the back of my head. One truth shall prevail.
So, just clarifying, father is definitely still alive, right?
I wouldn't use the word definitely. We have no idea. We just know that the sister visited him at some point.
ソレスタルビーイングの創設者と目される人物だ。すまないサシ君、私が止めておけば。
There we go. Now he has celestial being to blame for everything now. Literally everything.
こちらの行動を予測していたのか。優秀な指揮官がいるようだな。
どっちでもいいさ。同性能の機体なら模擬戦で負け知らずな俺に分があるんだ。
He literally lost a mock battle. We saw it in episode 1.
He's got a lot of work to do to recover his pride here. Let's see if he does in this episode.
It was literally a mock battle, and you lost it. To a Gundam.
But he'll win this one.
Isn't your name Lock-On?
It is.
So the screen is popping up your own name whenever you've got somebody set in your sights.
I'm sure it never gets confusing.
I just point my gun and listen for my name. Like a foreign language.
This isn't the first time he's thrown swords, is it?
Yeah, no, it's not.
Okay.
Clearly the military should win here, right?
They have overwhelming numbers, similar machines. Yeah, no, like this should be it, right?
And military training.
Their laser beams aren't as big, though.
Oh no,
Well, he flash stepped.
they've used the Witch from Mercury antivirus program.
やはり僕らはどうしたんだエクシアガンダム僕らは
Oh no, here it goes. They're floating down to space. See them next season.
冗談じゃねえまだ何もしてねえぞ
僕はベーダに見捨てられたのか
ガンダムの動きがおかしいぜ何かの罠かそれとも
I was about to say, no one's firing anymore. I was wondering if the military guys got turned off too.
That would be absolutely hilarious. That would be like the gambit of the century right there. Give them all the reactors that they can shut off remotely at any time, put all their hopes into it, and then just go, nope, now you lose. Oh, that would have been amazing. I don't think it's happening.
I wonder if they turned off thrones as well.
GN ドライブさえ残ればいつでもソレスタルビーイングが復活できる私は欲深い男でね地球とソレスタルビーイングどちらも手に入れたいのだよ
ガンダムシステムダウンベーダからの介入です予定通りこちらのシステムに変更了解
And here we go, the backup.
俺の命は
もういいのよソラン
She looks real familiar.
もういいの
Like from another series familiar.
違う俺はまだ生きている生きているんだ動けエクシア動いてくれガンダム何システムがいけるぞ
Sorry, I didn't shout loud enough.
バーチェのシステム変更にエラーがどうしてお願い間に合って
You know what I hate about these situations like this? Is that will to fight doesn't make the system move faster than it physically couldn't have moved before. So either your indication is, I was just kind of half-assing it, or...
No, I like that interpretation, actually.
Well, the thing about Gundams is that they're always mechanical, right? It's not like Evangelion, where they're like organic things that have push past the limit.
Right. Ultimately, the machine doesn't like get to exert more effort and then push through or something.
Did we see our first Gundam Meister's death?
He dead. I like the guy who's like at a 90-degree angle, just like, guys, what's going on?
So is this someone new or is this the spaceship?
Good question.
長に申し訳が立たん。全員無事か。何？ロックオンが。
そんな。
Only injured.
I mean, come on, don't pull no iron-blooded orphans shit on me now. You've given us consequences for the civilians, give us consequences for the fighters.
It would definitely fit well within how they've established the series so far, especially with killing off the drama characters.
I forgot her last name was Noriega.
アレハンドロ様、レベル6をクリアしました。
もうすぐだ。
Let me know when you clear level 33.
He's gonna become the Tetris master.
Yeah, level 33 was the one Suleta's mother couldn't clear. Don't follow me on these things, Griff.
ああ、そうだ。よろしく。これで我が陣営も肩を並べることができる。会見の準備を。ガンダムの時代は終わった。これで世界が変わる。
Did you win against the Thrones? We
We
kind of
never cut
abandoned
back
that
to
fight.
them. We didn't see what happened.
I mean, we
They
know
were in
that
the
they
middle of
kind
the
of
fight.
abandoned their base because they shot through it, but we don't know if they got shut off like everybody else did. We don't know if they won that fight or not.
It didn't seem like they were using Veda to begin with, like they didn't have access to it or anything.
Yeah, they did.
So maybe they were completely
They were
unaffected.
using Veda, remember? Because that's how they knew to hack into everything. Plus, they know the person that betrayed them, so... And they don't have, like, the support staff that these guys did to turn Veda back on. Or turn their Gundams back on without Veda. Whatever that means.
Yeah, our local hacker man has not explained exactly what he's doing or what exactly is going to happen next yet. We just know he's been there the whole episode.
Just got my hair cut. Take off that cloth that they wrap you in.
Wait, no, we need that sheet. Actually, it's going out to the ocean.
一人の人間によって瓦解した。それは新たな時代の幕開けとなるのか。次回トランザム。
My first car.
パンドラの底に眠るもの。
That's a joke. My first car was a Mazda 626.
I was about to say the trains are back.
Now you were missing an eye for that.
Ah, true. But yeah, no, so this is, that's exactly the turning point I was thinking was gonna happen. The Earth is now on equal footing with the Gundams and feels absolutely no further threat. And we'll immediately get back to fighting next episode.
I mean, not really. They're losing their numbers.
Mm-hmm.
And the Gundams aren't really losing any of theirs, except for maybe one.
Mm-hmm.
So if you take like 5 of the Earth ones, because I mean, we don't know if they can repair those things. Right? So the ones that get their legs and arms blown off?
Yeah, because they haven't really taken damage for a while or yet, really, right?
The Antarctica ones have, yeah. They have arms and legs and shit blown off. Some of them were destroyed. That's irreplaceable shit. Whereas the Gundams may have only lost 1. So if you have 30 of them, and it took, I don't know how many it looked like there, it was like, what, 15? 15 to take down 1 Gundam? Possibly, because he's only injured, and the Gundam is damaged, so... But if that's the numbers, half of your numbers to take out 1. That means you're going to take out 2 Gundams, and they're still going to have, how many? 6 left?
Right,
Five or
six of them.
5 or 6. So 5 or 6 Gundams left, and you'll be back where you started.
Right, it still doesn't look great for the Earth, but Celestial Being can no longer simply waltz into anywhere and do whatever it wants. This is now the point where the heroes have obstacles. Gasp, right?
Again, I don't know yet because they're looks like they might be iron-blooded orphaning it. And that dude got stabbed through the Gundam, but he might only just be injured. So
There was a lot of blood in that cockpit, and a fracture on the helmet. I want to say he's dead. If I was writing it, I would just go, he's dead, this motivates the characters, and they keep moving.
well, it
But
seems
that's
like
not necessarily true when you're trying to have a cool cast of characters you want to survive until the end.
it seems
so.
like they're only using it for motivation when it comes to fighters, and then they're using it for injury when it comes to civilians, which I don't like. People are people; they should all be circumspect to the same outcomes, right? You can't kill off the girl's whole family and then kill the guy's only family and then be like, oh, but you guys who are in a war zone, you're actually the ones who can't be hurt.
Right.
You can't tell the war story where the fighters are the only survivors. That's dumb. You don't even do that in you don't do that in the best war stories.
Maybe we really do got to get you on 8th MS team or something.
That's the one
With some of the Universal Century stuff. We need to get watching that because I'm pretty sure there's going to be more death over there. I think that's what we need to get you into.
It's not getting voted on.
One of these days.
I mean, I'll spoil it here. Current running champion in the votes is Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood still, so...
Well, we're gonna get to that too, but...
Tell me how many of the brothers die in Full Metal Alchemist.
Well, you see, they don't spoil the episodes.
Well...
Sorry, I was trying to think of the way to phrase something without saying anything at all. I'm like, alright, no, I got stuck.
I mean, shot in the dark here, but I'm gonna bet that Alphonse Elric and his brother are both fine at the end of the show.
I literally will say nothing.
Yeah, you still have to learn how to gaslight better, so...
Yeah, no, I have to start with, I literally will say nothing.
So what you gotta do is you gotta maneuver yourself into a position where I can't tell if what you're saying is a lie or not.
Yeah, trust me, I'm warming up on the Full Metal Alchemist Gaslight, but for right now, for next episode, more fighting. That's basically all I got out of next time here. What about you? What kind of predictions you have for next?
They've retreated. They're not. We had the fight episode. Do you not know the metronome clicks when you hear them?
But I saw gun bits firing. There have to be more fighting.
No, one side's retreating and the other side's proclaiming a victory. A George Bush-style victory.
I would positively love it if they actually explicitly use that imagery in this series. I think it came out a bit beforehand, though, didn't it?
I don't know when 00 came out.
Yeah, that's a good question. Airtime. No, March 1st, 2008. Yeah, it totally has the capacity to do the mission accomplished meme if it wants to. Which I almost expect, Earth to literally do next episode.
Well, that's what they did. They just said, give me a press conference.
They had a bunch of phone calls, yeah.
No, they said, do a press conference. Get the news on the line. They are starting up we fought back and we won.
I'm sorry. I literally want to see the press conference and the meme. That's what I want to see. Not just the implication that it's happening, which we understand.
Well, the implication is what's happening right now, because the episode ended literally on them saying, start the press conference.
Yeah. Alright then. But I guess that does leave us into seeing what happens next time, and for right now, this has been Stoneface Reactions, everybody. I'm Griffin, that's Theta, and we'll catch you next time. See you around. Hey everybody, thanks for watching another Stoneface Reactions. If you have an idea of another video we could go ahead and watch, go ahead and put it in the comments down below and we'll add it to the wheel. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let us know what you thought about this video and what parts you liked. And until then, we'll see you next time. Is this too goofy?